Happy Sunday to come and usher us in.
Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As already introduced, my name is Sande Protazio, and my task is to welcome you to our maiden Insurance Innovation Awards. Now, this is the first of its kind, and that's why you see we have called it the inaugural one, meaning that there will be several others that will follow after this. Now, as the Insurance Regulatory Authority of Uganda, we are very happy that you have honored our invitation. The MC was saying it's a Friday. Yeah, Fridays people have their private programs, but you've managed to give us time, and we don't take this for granted. I have only 2 hands. I want to ask you to clap for yourselves. Thank you very much for coming. And being the inaugural event, we shall appreciate your comments. If anything does not appear very nice to you, please let us know so that come 2021, we can do it better. So you are being here, we want you to be observers, you observe critically, and please give us feedback. But most importantly, I want to ask each one of you to sit, relax. We have done the social distancing, people have sanitized, so your safety is more or less guaranteed. I once again want to welcome each one of you and wish you a nice evening. Thank you very much.
Right. I'll continue. Allow me to continue recognizing our guests as we come in. Like I said before, the disclaimer is Friday and that extra traffic. Mr. Moses Kagwa, you're very welcome. He's a board member. You're sitting somewhere, maybe by show of hands, so we can appreciate you. Thank you for being here with us. And Dr. Hatwib Mugasa Idi Nita is here. Very welcome. Again, allow me to just, go in full throttle, in full gear to drive this program and try to bring it home. Let me invite he's the consultant on the project, Brian Tosh, Global Consulting. Karibu sana. And being that we're in this time of the pandemic, we'll all try and observe. If you're coming here, use the sanitizer. You don't necessarily have to wear your mask when you're speaking to us. Karibu.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. All protocols observed. Mine is very simple. First of all, is to say glory to God for us to be here. It's been a tough ride for us as the consultants, but particularly for the team of the capable judges that we've had for the last 2 to 3 months. I would like to take this very opportunity to tell you that we're here to recognize and reward excellence, particularly in innovation in Uganda. But I'll give you a small, quick brief about global consulting. We've done this in about 4 or 5 countries to date. But the journey all started in Tanzania in 2017 under the guidance and leadership of Dr. Sakware Bagayo, who was then the chief executive of TIRA, which is a sister company to IRA. Then we moved to Zambia under the leadership of Humphrey Kabwe, and we moved to Malawi. So we thank IRA to join this Africa-long revolution of recognizing excellence in the insurance sector. Why innovation? I think the pace at which technology is taking up the commercial insurance space is alarming. And we thought that if Uganda is not to lag behind, I think the regulator thought it wise to bring the sector to speed. Personally, I think I've seen insurance in Uganda for the last 20, 30, 40 years, and it's been an intensive paper kind of processing. The underwriters, the risk managers have been doing a lot of intensive labor work for the last so many years. So we're thinking that if this kind of activity could spur creativity and innovation in delivering effective service delivery, then the consumers would be excited and would move further. In a nutshell, the future of management and insurance services is exciting, and we thank all of you who have participated and led the way for the Uganda Insurance Innovation Awards. I'll give you a brief about the story of the judging process. It's been a 3-tier process that started with the IRA calling to call all sector players to participate and submit the applications in these awards. We closed the submission or receiving of applications on the 30th. Very quickly, we had a sector orientation of CEOs, and all this was done online, and we thank you, IRA, for this. On the 7th, we called the shortlisted clientele, or the sector players, to defend their submissions. And it is from that presentation that the judges got so busy at the Golden Tulip Hotel analyzing the submissions, critically assessing the performance that you guys submitted. And without putting words into the judge's mouth, I can simply say that all of you who are here and submitted applications, it was outstanding. The job you gave the judges was nail-biting. And having said that, allow me to call the chair of the judging panel, the Venerable Justice Geoffrey Kiriabwire, to come and give us his few remarks. But before he gives us his few remarks, he'll introduce the panel of judges. As he comes along, allow me in a very special way, and just for a minute, introduce and call upon the management and the CEO of MAM and Associates. These are audit consultants who ensured that the process was seamless. Probably in 1 minute, he could give us a word on how it went. Was it transparent? Was it fair? How did it go? And then right away, we'll call the justice and his entire team to tell us a little story about the journey of the awards. Thank you so much.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I greet you all in your respective capacities, all protocols observed. I am called Alfred Anwankani, Managing Partner, MAM and Associates, Certified Public Accountants of Uganda. And with me, I have my colleague, Mr. Moses Kamwanjire. He's a partner with MAM and Associates as well. And Evelyn Adong, she's a manager at the firm. Now, briefly about the firm, we've been in existence for 9 years, and we serve a wide range of local and multinational clients cutting across different sectors of the economy, providing audit, tax, and business advisory services. So, we were appointed by the consultant to be part of this first ever Uganda Insurance Innovations Award as independent auditors to provide assurance that the selection process was transparent, fair, and free of bias. Now, as a firm, we are happy to be part of this exercise, and we confirm our independence. We worked with the consultant, that's Global Consulting Services, the panel of judges, the regulator, and we observed and reviewed the entire process. Now, we are happy to report and confirm that the entire awards process was transparent, fair, and free of bias. We congratulate all the participants and the winners of the different award categories as they showcase their various innovations. This will, we believe, will lead to increased uptake of insurance services. Now, as business advisors, we believe insurance is a critical element or option of risk management for both corporate and individuals. I thank you all, and I would like to take this opportunity to invite the chair panel of judges, that's Justice Geoffrey Chirabwire. Thank you very much.
As the chair comes, I just want to inform you that the story doesn't end here for these awards. Our plan, together with the regulator, is to showcase all these outstanding submissions in one, an outstanding documentary, but two, the Insurance Review magazine, so that we can learn from the peers and know what the sector is doing in regards to innovation. Thank you.
Good evening to you all. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to adopt all protocol as we have been taught by our Nigerian brothers and sisters to save time. It is indeed a distinct pleasure for me to be here this evening and be able to speak a little bit about the inauguration of the IRA Innovation Awards. I cannot even start this discussion with you without introducing the formidable panel of judges that I had the distinct pleasure to work with. Some are not here with us this evening for one reason or another, but I will name them nonetheless so that you have a sense of who was involved in this process. We had Mr. Gideon Badagawa. I think he goes without saying. He is very well respected in the private sector of Uganda. So, allow me to also call upon and invite one of the judges to stand and wave before you, Hajat Afua Sebiala, Chartered Insurer. She, in many ways, is known as Mama Insurance. She also won a very distinguished award of being a top insurer in Africa. So that is the personality that we're dealing with. Mr. George Okotha. So George Okotha, a member of the Uganda Insurance Commission, precursor to the IRA, ran the technical department. Those of you who worked during his era would know that he ensured discipline within the sector. That is the gentleman who is with us. Mr. Elvis Kisa is not with us. A young man I worked very closely with, and not only an insurer in his own right, practicing here in Uganda and in the United Kingdom, but also a lecturer in the field of insurance. So he is also part of our panel. Allow me to say how delighted I am to be once again amongst the insurance fraternity. This is after several years. And for some of you who do not know me very well and only probably have heard of me as a judge of the Court of Appeal of Uganda, of which I am, a judge also of the Appellate Division of the Supreme Court of Justice, of which I am, I'd like to say that I worked in this industry for 11 years before I became a judge. And I only left to become a judge in the year 2003. I was a CEO of an insurance company. That many people may have forgotten. I was the chairman of the Uganda Insurance Association. Some of you may not know. I was a representative of Uganda at Africa Re. Some of you may not know. But perhaps more importantly, as a member of the Uganda Insurance Commission, which is a precursor to the IRA. So you can see why I'm distinctly happy and honored to be part of this evening today. Because in many ways, a lot of my corporate life was cut when I was in the insurance industry. Chairing the Inaugural Insurance Innovation Awards has helped me learn a lot about how the insurance industry has changed from the time I was part of it. I'm also quite happy to note that it has been creative and it has been innovative. And that is why it has survived to grow in leaps and bounds. We'd like to congratulate you all for that achievement. My remarks are of a general nature. We have a very comprehensive report that we have written to the IRA. I do not wish to bore you with that one. It has a lot of statistics, a lot of criteria, but I think that will not be of much benefit to you this evening. Allow me to speak to you about some of my feelings of what is happening in the insurance industry today. I think that will be of much more benefit for you this evening. And I'd like to start by saying that the world as we know it today is at crossroads. I do not know if you'd agree with me, but there are many crossroads, not just one. First of all, we are still relatively young in this new century. But I'd like to say that the 21st century will be like no other century before it. It is going to test our value systems like we have never thought of before. Secondly, we are only just at the beginning of the fourth industrial revolution. And we all know that the prime mover of the fourth industrial revolution is technology. That is also becoming a disruptive force in the way that we do our business. We have migrated from the analog to the digital era. And today, I would like to say, without any fear of contradiction, that nobody really wants to know your PO box number anymore. Nobody. They want to know what is your email. They want to know what is your Twitter handle, to mention just but a few. And that is significant because it is going to define how we do business going forward. Thirdly, the internet is growing at an exponential speed. Right now, we're steadily moving from 4G into 5G. Now, if that does not make any sense to you, this is the speed that is necessary to process information. Most significantly, even today, at 3 and 4G in Uganda, there are many things that are happening that dazzle us, things that we had never thought of before. But think about this reality. The scientists tell us that the human brain starts to operate at 6G. At 6G, which means that we are only 1G short of having machines that think like human beings. If this is not a big disruptor, if this is not something that the market should think about, then the market has not embraced the new reality. Smart machines will soon be processing faster than the human brain. This is a very revealing reality. Lastly, one cannot talk of crossroads without talking about COVID-19 and what is now called the new normal. And it is amazing that all these crossroads at their different locations have a place where they do merge. And therefore, the industry must be alive to it. It has been very interesting looking through the submissions to this award ceremony to see how far the industry has addressed its mind to these areas of disruption. Given the quality and depth of submissions by the players, selecting the winner was a tough call, but it was not impossible. One of the most innovative areas that struck me, just speaking for myself, is the area of ban assurance. Because we are now collapsing financial services into a one-stop center. And that is very, very important. And my prediction is that we will see a lot more of that as we go forward. The level of creativity was impressive. And I must say that when these innovations are shared and practiced amongst other members of the insurance industry, I think the clients will be the better for it. Yes, like it has been said, we must encourage those who did not make it to winning trophies. I think everybody did well, and there's always a chance to do better next time. I want to thank MAMM and Associates, the accountants who were with us, ensuring that our process was transparent. We want to thank Global Consulting for bringing their expertise here. And also allow me to thank the IRA for supporting this brilliant, innovative initiative. Thank you very much. I would like to say that the only way that this industry can survive is through innovation. You innovate or you perish. We are living in interesting times. We work from home. We go to school from home. We shop from home. We are social distancing. This is the future that we need to address our minds to. I am delighted once again to be part of it, and I want to thank our team of judges for a great work that they have done. So I cannot end without wishing you all a Merry Christmas and probably a happier new 2021. Please remember that COVID-19 is real, and we must do what it takes to remain safe at Christmas and always. Do not take infections to the village. You must remember to go by SOPs. God bless you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Judge. It's been an honor and a pleasure, as always, to have you, still showcasing energy so many years later after working in the insurance sector. My last word to the brilliant executives who are here, who participated in these awards, is that my take is, guys, innovation is real. It's here. It's with us. Either we choose to innovate or we collapse. My thinking is 98% of the underwriters here today, in 10 years, will not be the same. You will find that close to the entire underwriting process will be automated, from settlement of claims, buying of policies, to the customer experience. So may the best winners take the day. Thank you so much for being with us. We love you, we thank you, and Mungu awabariki.
Thank you. Thank you very much. One more time, let's appreciate them. And my takeout from everything that they were saying were two very crucial and key words. There's innovation and disruptive. Now, those two words go hand in hand. If you're not paying attention, you're going to get left behind, like Bwana just said. A very quick example. Many of us that grew up and were raised here, we remember Afro Studios. Remember Kodak? Kodak probably was one of the biggest film companies. Heritage is about 100 years, worth billions of dollars. Now here's what you call disruptive innovation. They invented the digital camera and shelved it because they thought it would eat into their market for film. And Fuji, a Japanese company, came and invented the same thing and put it on the market. Now, disruptive innovation is when some young man decided to put a camera on the phone. And that was the end of a historical, iconic company, hundreds of years, billions, but one innovation disrupted their business. So you have to stay with the signs of the times. Right now, the new normal is very disruptive. COVID is disruptive. But companies have to stay alert. We have to move. We have to innovate. We have to disrupt if we must. I want to again acknowledge some of our guests that are arriving and are with us. The chairman, IRA, is in the house. Dr. Isaac Nkote. Very, very welcome. And the chairman, UIA, Latma Mukasa, is in the house also. The last time I saw you, you were at a different outfit. So this is an upgrade? It's good to see you. It's a pleasure. So we're going to move on. Right now, what I want to do is to invite our sponsors to also have their quick remarks. And by the way, we are live on the #1 media house, NBS Television, which is a part of Next Media. Allow me the bias. I'm one of the directors at Next Media, and I know it's true story. We are #1 in the country. So you can right now take that moment. Let's use the internet. Let your friends know where they can catch you, because the cameras, I've seen what's on air, they're scanning them. So let people know. I don't know do we have a tweet and handle? Let's do that. Get on the tweets and pronounce what is happening here. It's a big deal. And like I said, we're live on NBS Television. Right now, allow me to invite the CEO, ITC, Mr. Saul Seremba. Thank you. Let's applaud. Yes, let's appreciate Mr. Saul Seremba.
A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Protocol has been observed. So in the few minutes that have been given to us, allow me make few remarks. It's an honor for us as the Insurance Training College of Uganda to be part of this inaugural event as sponsors. We wish to thank and appreciate IRA for the wise decision of organizing this event, and we believe it will go a long way in lifting our industry. Thank you so much, Al-Haj and the board, for this. As you are aware, the times we are in are unprecedented. The market conditions have changed. The working conditions have changed. The customer needs have changed. And therefore, innovation is the way to go. We cannot survive in this industry without innovation. We cannot survive. We cannot rely on the normal ways of doing things. And therefore, we think that this is the right time for us to rethink our strategies as insurance players. We are dealing with a market that is fragile. And therefore, our work methods have to totally be changed to fit in the new normal, as the judge mentioned. We therefore believe this is a great milestone for this industry, and as the Insurance Training College, we are proud to be part of it. As a professional institution, innovation is at the core of our activities. This is in line with our core mandate of promoting professionalism. We are here to support you, our members, in your quest for innovation. We believe we cannot innovate at the college, but the innovation must run down to you, our members. As we are reviewing our programs as a college, we are putting you in mind. We want to ensure that the products that we give the public fit in the new normal. We therefore think that we should drive this agenda, and that's why we have been part of this great event. We have gone ahead to build one of the platforms, and this is another innovation. I was actually talking to the consultant that we should have brought one of the greatest innovations in this context, but as sponsors, we are not allowed to. But it is one of the projects that we think that will take this industry to the next level. So we commit to be part of this event in the coming years, and we want to thank the leadership of IRA. We want to thank our partners, the sponsors, UIA, IBAO, for working with us to ensure that we pull this off. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Seremba. Let's applaud him one more time. Let's appreciate our guests. Allow me to also recognize our board member, IRA, Martin Subuga. He's out here somewhere. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's good to have you here with us this evening. Let's continue to hear from our sponsors. Allow me to invite Chairman UIA Latma Mukasa to come and share with us. And remember, we're live, so you can keep tweeting. Let's applaud our speakers. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It was very nice to see Justice Chiriaburi after a very long time. He looks younger than the last time I saw him. Ladies and gentlemen, I stand before you as part of the Uganda Insurers Association. I chair it, so I'm representing my colleagues. And we want to applaud the CEO of IRA for this initiative, and a personal and collective and hearty thank you from the entire community for this initiative. I think this is the very first one for insurers. We used to do something similar for the brokers, but for the insurers, this is the first one. I'll use and take this opportunity now to pledge our commitment as Uganda Insurers Association to both actively participate and sponsor these awards in 2021 and beyond. We shall strive to ensure that this becomes a flagship event on our calendar going forward. Again, to the CEO, we have noticed that the hallmark of your speeches and presentations for the last 2 years has been punctuated with the need for us as members to innovate and embrace the use of technology in our product development, distribution, and servicing. It is indeed gratifying to see that your relentless plea has now crystallized into this event, where we applaud all our colleagues who have emerged victors. By our very nature, insurers generally are conservative, but this gives us an opportunity to target the 99% of the uninsured or underinsured, and take the opportunity to present our products, what we have to offer, and exploit the current demographic, which is really the younger generation. How do we reach out to them, the youth? And the only way to tap into them is to ensure that we meet their needs, and I'm sure they are keenly following this event. According to the latest Uganda Communications Commission report on mobile phone usage, a record 1.8 million new mobile subscribers joined the network between January and March 2020. The latest communication sector market performance report indicates that the current mobile phone subscriptions stood at 28.4 million at the end of March 2020. This is clear testimony that innovation and use of technology can be our driver for products and services going forward. This goes without mentioning the competition mobile money poses to conventional retail banking. Our takeaway from this memorable event should be a futurist prediction of digital technology by all of us that will transform our customer interaction into being an efficient, effective, and reliable distribution model. The key areas that we, the insurers, have to leverage on and tap into are the digital windfall that has presented itself as we prospect to distribute insurance, and use of our sensors for eminent behavioral change in our consumers of insurance. We need to enhance our analytics and social research, data and research, cloud storage of key information, fraud identification, and monitoring as key drivers. Ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed our honor for us as insurance practitioners to be the center of focus tonight by our regulator this evening and to recognize our innovativeness. I thank you very much and wish everyone a Merry Christmas. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mukasa. And coming up on stage next, our sponsor from IBAU is an executive member, Mr. Morris Amagola. And when I come up next, I'll give you the hashtag so that we can tweet this.
The CEO, Insurance Regulatory Authority, the CEO, UBRA, all board members of the Insurance Regulatory Authority. We are extremely delighted to be part of this inaugural Innovation Awards. If you will recall, about 5 or 6 years ago, the Brokers Association, in their quest to enhance service delivery and efficiency, used to have an award. But this award wasn't all-encompassing. It was only recognizing efforts by the insurance players in the service delivery in the insurance industry. And because it wasn't all-encompassing, IRA, in its wisdom, advised us to pause it and wait for a moment when the entire industry will be put together to enable us to have an event that recognizes effort and growth in the industry. As risk managers, I stand here to represent our chairman, Mr. Solomon Rubondo, and brokers are very, very close to their clients. They ensure that the service delivery, the advisory that they give their clients can be able to provide service at optimum cost and also ensure that when claims do arise, they are actually paid with efficiency. I will not do justice today if I also do not reflect on an event that just happened a week ago. We are actually running a marathon, and we are at the start of the marathon. And why I say this is because we are yet to increase insurance penetration as desired. We have a lot of work to do. And the reflection is, just about a week ago, my wife, who is doing some agency banking, met a potential client who she was providing the agency banking. And then she asked this client, but do you know what? My husband works for an insurance broker. And believe you not, the comments were not very savory, which means our clients in Africa still do not understand what we do. And we need to polish our delivery. We need to be sensitive to the information we give. We need to be careful about the pricing, and we need to be comfortable that for whatever you've been able to put together, the service will be delivered at the end of the day. And he gave me a reflection based on he had lived in the UK, he had lived in the US. For some strange reason, he has relatives in Kenya, he has relatives in Tanzania, he has relatives in Rwanda, and he practices in Uganda as a businessman. Actually, he's in the agricultural subsector, and he's exporting our fruits and vegetables in Europe. So actually, he is a very important part of making sure that our economy is able to grow from that perspective. But the mention of insurance, much as he understood it, was negative from the aspect that we need to do more. So much as we are doing the innovation, much as we are trying to expand insurance in Uganda and probably in Africa, we need to be sensitive about customer. Does the customer understand you? Does the customer understand the product you've put together? We need to take time to enable us explain more and more about the products we are innovating, about the service delivery, about the efficiency of the claim service if we were to increase our penetration and grow this market. But the positive is that the insurance industry is growing, and I think I don't want to steal the thunder of our regulator. I know that probably we will close at about 900 billion this year on a projection of 1 trillion. But the opportunity to grow is there, but the work is cut out for us. So we need to do the work. We need to continue doing the work. And on behalf of the Brokers Association, we will continue doing advisory work. We will also continue innovating in our advisory as insurance brokers to enable our clients to have satisfactory service and also to grow the broker business in the Ugandan market. I would like to thank IRA once again, and would like to pledge that for whatever it is, we will definitely be a continuous part of the growth of the insurance industry, including continuously supporting the Innovation Awards. Thank you, and a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Thank you very much. One more time, let's appreciate, applaud. Oh yes, and the hashtag is Insurance Awards Uganda, UG. It's one word. For those of you who'd like to tweet, if you're tweeters, it's Insurance Awards UG, and it's one word. And let's amplify what's happening here. At this juncture, let me again invite the Director of Research, Sunday, to usher us into a very important activity. Mkulu Sunday.
Thank you very much, Isaac. And like Tosh Brian had mentioned, we issued out a call to all members of the insurance industry, but we did not get 100% submissions. And that does not mean that there is no innovation. The innovation is there. But what we get is that they are still cooking. Now, for those who are brave enough to present themselves for examination, which was rather rigorous, we thought that it is important that we recognize them. So, at this point in time, we want to give some appreciation to those companies, to those ladies and gentlemen that were brave enough to present themselves for examination. And to do that, I want to request one of the judges, Mama Insurance, to come and help us hand over a certificate of appreciation to those who participated in this innovation. I will read in no particular order, and the representatives from those different companies will come and receive their certificates from Mama Insurance. And probably I wish also to tell you that the lady you see over here is the first female lady to get CII. She was voted by the African Insurance Organization as, maybe I'm not big enough to explain that, but most recently, she has been appointed the ambassador of CII representing the women in the whole of African continent. So Hajat, thank you for accepting to do the honorable thing, and I will read one by one. Alliance General, thank you so much, Alliance General. This is the MD. Thank you very, very much for participating. ICEA General, Insurance Company of East Africa. ICEA General, thank you so much again for participating in this. ICEA Life, can come over. As Housing Finance Bank comes over, Housing Finance, we thank you so very much. Diamond Trust Bank, thank you so much for participating in this inaugural Insurance Innovation Awards. Turaco Insurance Services, Turaco Insurance Limited, I beg your pardon. Thank you so much for participating. Prudential Assurance, Uganda Limited. Thank you so much. Legacy Insurance Services Limited. Thank you so much. And finally, I said this was in no particular order, Minet, Uganda Limited. Thank you so much all for participating. I'm sure come 2021, we shall have almost everyone participating. Okay, thank you so much, Hajat Sebiala, for presiding over this part of the event.
Thank you, Sunday. Let's applaud that activity. It's encouraging. Moving on very quickly as we play catch up. Again, quick reminder, the hashtag for those who are tweeting so that we amplify and make some noise out there is Insurance Awards UG. Hashtag is Insurance Awards UG. And you can let your colleagues and friends know that we're still live on the #1 TV station in Uganda, NBS Television. Let me also take again this opportunity to invite our host and also the CEO, IRA, Alhaj Kadunabi Ibrahim Lubega, to come and share with us. But again, I want to amplify. I was going to say showbiz. I am that too, but also I'm a social media buff. So I wanted to amplify the hashtag Insurance Awards UG. And this really helps, amplify. This is how you make the noise out there. Since many of the speakers came, and as we heard from Bwana talking about disruption and innovation, all these things are very critical and necessary. If anything, this evening, your takeout, there's so many changes, and you have to play catch up. You have to stay with the pace. With the speaker that has just left the stage talked about backing agents and mobile money. All these were disruptions. 10 years ago, fintech came and took over. Mobile money came and took over. That was disruptive innovation. And no one is insulated or is safe from these disruptive innovations. A very popular one that really excites me is Uber. Many of you have seen, the iconic yellow taxi in New York. When you see a movie and you see a yellow taxi, you directly identify that with New York. But somebody innovated an app that they stick on your phone, and they shut down the yellow taxi. That is disruptive innovations. If you do not catch up with the times, you get left behind. So, takeout for the evening is disruptive innovations. Your world and your space is not insulated. You gotta keep your eyes open on the signs of the times. So again, allow me to invite to the microphone our host and CEO, IRA, Alhaj Kaduna B. Ibrahim Lubega. Obugalo, let's applaud him as he comes to the stage.
Our guest of honor, Honorable Ajedra Gabriel, Minister of State of Finance in charge of general duties, representing full Minister of Finance, Planning and Economic Development, my Lord Justice Chiriagwire, the board chair of IRA, Dr. Nkote, and my colleagues, board members, and CEOs of the Insurance Regulatory Authority, the various association chairs, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me begin by introducing my colleagues, CEOs of various regulatory authorities here present. They might have other hats somewhere else, but I want to introduce Mr. Martin Nsubuga, the CEO of the Uganda Retirement Benefits Regulatory Authority. You may stand up for recognition, Martin. I want to introduce Mr. Keith Karyegira, the CEO of Capital Markets Authority. And I want to introduce Mr. Atib Mugasa, the CEO, NITA, and allow me, since NITA is in charge of the innovation hub and many other things related to that, allow me a minute. I invite my brother, the CEO of NITA, to come here and say a word before I make my remarks.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Alhaj Kadunabi, and thank you, members, for the nice words you said about technology. NITA Uganda and IRA has had a long-standing partnership with the aim of uplifting and nurturing the digital transformation in Uganda, and especially in the insurance sector, insurance industry. We saw how technology transformed biology to form biotech. Finance was transformed to form the fintech. Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm happy to observe the Inaugural Insurance Awards, but I am also happy and excited to see the future of insurance with the integration of technology and to form insurance tech in Uganda. This is the first of its kind. I am very happy and appreciative for the work, the work that my colleague Alhaj has spearheaded, and we intend to support and coordinate with IRA to push forward this initiative to see it through for Uganda. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ED NITA. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed a great pleasure and honor to host all of you from the insurance fraternity and the general public watching us live on NBS this evening at this inaugural Insurance Innovation Awards 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, as we toast to your individual contributions to the growth of the insurance sector, let me use this opportunity and commend the insurance players' contribution and those who have participated in making this ceremony a success. Allow me salute the Uganda Insurers Association for your contribution towards this ceremony. We want also to thank the Insurance Training College, the Uganda Insurance Brokers Association, our consultants, Global Consulting Services, and lastly, but not the least, the panel of judges led by Justice George Kiriabwire. Indeed, my colleagues from the Insurance Regulatory Authority have made sure that they team up everybody who had to come on board. And I want to thank Sunday, Happias, Mariam, Sampo, Mario, and indeed the entire team who are ushering everybody in. We all participated, and we were all at the forefront of making this innovation and change in the insurance industry a possibility. I acknowledge this initiative as a demonstration of IRA's commitment in promoting innovation in the Ugandan insurance market, where most innovative licensed players will be identified and indeed recognized. Our guest of honor, the objective of these awards has been to provide a platform for knowledge and information dissemination by sharing the best practices, experiences, and expertise, fostering innovation and creativity in the insurance service, where we show value chain and subsequently we expand the insurance market boundaries. The authority, partnering with other stakeholders, are committed to fostering innovation and has created an innovation conducive ecosystem. Ladies and gentlemen, innovation has many facets, but indeed it is important that we understand it as having the ultimate goal of improving our processes to make life for customers better and businesses to grow. The time is now for the insurance sector to diffuse, adopt, and embrace the use of digital technology to connect easily with the different networks, aiming at improving service delivery and offering real value for insurance customers. As we all gather here this evening to witness and celebrate the winners of this year, it is important to note that we all have the power to transform and make everything happen the way we want it. I am pleased to say that innovation journey in the insurance industry has started. This is going to be an annual event so as to recognize the outstanding innovators every year. May I therefore encourage all of you come 2020 to participate actively, as I also salute those, despite the short notice, who have made it and they have participated in this year's awards. I want to end with the words of Steve Jeffs, who is a marketing and a business expert, who said, "Innovation is the unrelenting drive to break the status quo and develop a new where we have dared to go." May we all embrace innovation as we strive to reach where we dared to go. I want to thank you for listening to me, and may I wish you the best of the festive season and the best of 2021. I thank you.
Thank you very much, the CEO IRA, Alhaji Kadunabi Lubega. Now, we're getting into the very exciting moment of the actual awards ceremony, and this is going to happen right now. We have, I think, 6 categories that we're going to go through, and I will, after one of the categories, I'll come back and invite one of our guests to be the ones to give out the award. And for the very first one, let me invite Mr. Saul Seremba. I beg your pardon. I wear glasses, but I still can't see. Yes. For the first one, and I'll ask each and every one of us to keep our eyes on the screen. Thank you.
Welcome to the Inaugural Insurance Innovation Awards Gala 2020. Platforms we identify, recognize, and reward excellence in insurance innovation in Uganda. Tonight, we will recognize 6 winning categories: the most innovative insurance broker, the most innovative insurance agent, most innovative bancassurance agent, and finally, the most innovative insurer 2020. And now, for the most innovative insurance agent 2020, it is the agent with a cluster that has very high potential for growth. The agent whose premium goes for as low as 2,000 shillings per month. It is the agent supporting Safe Border, Tugende, and many others. And the winner is Turaco.
All right. And let me just say that for the next winners, if you can, you stay for a little moment for the paparazzi. We need to capture your pictures as you receive your award. So, just give me a minute. Now, for the next award, allow me to invite the executive member, IBAU, Maurice Amagola, to be the one awarding and giving away the award. Please come to the stage.
In the category of the most innovative bank assurance agents 2020, the runner-up is Diamond Trust Bank Uganda Limited.
Thank you very much. We felt it important that the runners-up also be recognized, and because it was so tight, we're actually working on your plaques, and they will come your way. Right now, the plaques will go to the winners, but the runners-up, yours is in the mail coming your way. So the next category, allow me to invite Chairman UIA Latima Mukasa, please come up on stage.
In the category of the Most Innovative Bank Assurance Agents 2020, this very competitive award goes to the entity that has taken innovation in its strides and created a product that forges strong partnerships between the bank and its customers at no extra cost, while guaranteeing them life cover. The bank with this very creative approach is Housing Finance Bank.
Thank you. Thank you, Mwan Mukasa. Thank you very much. And a short interlude, and we'll be right back.